Hi, I'm Kara. This is day 3 of how I'm becoming a millionaire by changing my thoughts and my beliefs. I'm using a book called The Power of Awareness by a guy named Neville Goddard. And I actually got the book from the library. So it's heavy duty reading, but the chapters are short. So or you can just watch my video. All right, so chapter 3 talks about the very first step in changing your thoughts, our thoughts and our beliefs is that we have to have a desire. And without a desire for change, nothing happens. Okay? So, before we can change our outer world, things have to change in our inner world, okay? In our brain. And I love this example. Neville says, he uses the example of rain. Rain is simply the result. But way before we ever experience rain on the earth, really high up at high levels of the atmosphere, change happens up there. And that's what causes rain to fall. So in our case, our higher levels of the atmosphere, those are our thoughts and our beliefs. And those have to be changed before we can see transformation and $1 million in our bank accounts in our everyday life. How do we change these thoughts and beliefs? Well, we have to have new ideas and new thoughts, because if we don't have any new thoughts coming in, we just have the same old junk rolling around in our brain day after day. So new thoughts are very, very important. And we get those new thoughts from books like Neville's book, or audio books, or podcasts, or even live events. And so we can have new ideas coming in from all sorts of places. So make sure you're putting good ideas into your head, okay? So heavy duty rap songs or murder, death, kill, heavy metal music might not give you the best ideas. So just watch what's going into that little noggin of yours, okay? Take good care of your brain. All right, next we need to have a future dream. And that probably sounds kind of obvious, like, yeah, there's other things I want, but the level of clarity that we have to have in that future dream is as solid as a rock, okay? So here's what I mean. The way that we gain mental knowledge is extremely different. It's a completely different process than the way we gain spiritual knowledge. So to know something mentally, we can do that by analyzing something, by looking at something from the outside, by comparing it to something else. That's how we know things mentally. But to know something spiritually, we have to actually become it. And in his book, Neville actually talks about, he uses the example of a moth. It's a moth that wants to experience fire, and it wants to know fire. Well, to know fire, that moth actually throws itself into the fire and becomes the flame. And what he's saying is that we have to literally surrender ourselves, our beliefs, our consciousness, our current beliefs. We have to surrender those completely so that new ideas and new thoughts can come in. And once we do that, we have to focus on that belief until it becomes our truth. So he uses the example of health. If I want to be healthy, and I have a broken toe or a damaged liver, I have to be willing to let go of my belief that my liver or my toe is hurt or unwell. Literally surrender and let go of those thoughts so that new ideas and healing can come in and I can become that whole person again. So that's essentially what chapter 3 is about. So having desire and getting those thoughts together and just really starting to own what it is that we want. I hope you have a great day and I'll see you tomorrow when we talk about chapter 4, and it's getting good, so stay with me. Bye.